The party panel is back. Beverly Hallberg, Antoine Seawright, and Jenna Ellis. Beverly, I will start with you because I don't think Americans really love higher taxes, even if it guarantees that some other people might have moderately better health care, which they probably wouldn't.
No, I think people think they pay enough. Now, he was also using this comparison when it comes to health care, bringing up Canada, saying, hey, you can go to the doctor anytime you want.
That's not true.
It doesn't cost any money. Two big problems
That's
with
also
that.
not true.
Taxes will go up. People don't like it. Number two, sure, you can go to the doctor. Doesn't mean you're going to receive care. When it comes to an MRI or referral to a specialist, it's weeks that you have to wait.
No, it's months. It takes 4.5 months in Canada. That's the average wait time to go see a specialist.
And when it comes to hip replacement, you're looking at over a year. There's a reason why Canadians come to the States to get health care. So he's rung on a lot of things. First of all, Canadian health care. But I don't think any American out there is saying, I want to pay higher taxes. So
no.
I think he's doubling down on the wrong thing.
Absolutely no one is. And you see what government involvement does to health care. That's why we are watching Obamacare unravel.
That's why the Republicans have not repealed and replaced the Affordable Care Act, because it's working. As it relates to taxes...
No, it's not working. They don't have a good alternative, and that's lazy of them, and shame on them for that.
It's working.
It's working. Even Democrats know it's not working.
No,
it's not working.
It's working. It needs.
Then why are they talking about Medicare for all if it's working so great?
Well, it needs to be flushed out. You hear moderate Dems. You hear moderate Dems
10
like
years
myself.
isn't long enough?
You hear moderate Dems like myself saying we need to fix and build upon the ACA.
Yeah.
In fact, in places like South Carolina, where I live, we need to expand Medicaid so 300,000 working people can have access. But I think what Bernie is saying, and I may be saying it a different way, is let's level the playing field as it relates to taxes. You said that people will not pay more in their taxes. I disagree. I live in South Carolina. There were senators and House members in the legislature who signed no tax pledges when we had to fix infrastructure in the state. They were willing to pass an increase in the gas tax in order to do so. So there are some examples where people...
Gas taxes hurt poor people, too.
There are some examples where people are willing to pay more for things that are important to their long and short-term benefit, like infrastructure, like health care, like their kids.
However,
and grandkids
if I don't have to pay more in taxes and my employer covers my health care, then why should I pay more in taxes if I'm going to get health care that sucks? By the way, in Canada, you know what they don't have? Dental and vision. In Sweden, they don't have minimum wage laws.
Well, let me be clear. Not one time did you hear me say anything about Medicare for all, because I am in more of a public option guy. Let's fix ACA. Let's expand Medicaid. That's where I am.
Yeah, Medicare for all is the ultimate public option. Jenna?
Yeah, well, I think that Bernie met America? Has he read the Constitution? I mean, this is something where we have to, and I agree with you that Congress isn't doing a good job at contemplating anything. But the bottom line here is that, of course, America doesn't want to pay more in taxes. No. We want to have private enterprise, and we want to be able to have more money to choose on to spend on things that we choose. And if we look at the Constitution in Article 1, Section 8, it actually specifies what Congress, our federal Congress, can legislate on and what they can't. And you know what? It's not in there. Healthcare, period.
No,
that is something
negative rights versus positive rights.
Absolutely.
And Bernie and the socialists, and he's doubling down on socialism, because it's like, Joe Biden's taking the moderate lane. I'm not going to even pretend to be a moderate. No, he's going full.
But he wants us to trust him that we're going to give him so much more money that he can choose how to spend it.
Do you love
because
that?
It's better for us.
Is that great for the president to have someone just trumpeting socialism?
Well, I don't think it's great for America. I mean, it may be great for people to see that contrast, but I think that it's scary that they're actually elected people who are foisting this kind of ridiculousness.
I will say this about Bernie.
Actually,
it's nothing new for him.
He's consistent, sure, but consistently wrong.
And that's part of his charm. Thank you all so much for being here. Jenna, Antoine, and